Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It is Forgiveness Friday. I'm like really all bundled up in this coat. It's a great day. I am super excited about today. Today is my baby's Christmas play. I'm so excited about it. He's excited, and I am just ready to see all the little kids, and they're celebrating Christmas. So he goes to Edify Christian Academy, and they're doing some awesome things with the kids as it relates to education, as it relates to just teaching him moral values, as well as getting him knowledge about Christ, reading the Bible and everything like that. And he says scriptures, and he says all of that stuff. But that's not why I'm here. I'm excited about that, but I just wanted to share that. So if you're on and you heard the title or saw the title and it says, "Are you ready for flight?" This song, you're probably like, what does this song have to do with "Are you ready for flight?" Well, it has a lot to do with it for me. And when we're ready for flight, there are several things that we have to do, right? We have to go to the airport. We have to check in. And then when we check in, we're going to baggage claim. So when you're at baggage claim, I'm going to cut that down so that you guys can hear me. But when you're at baggage claim, there are some requirements that has to take place. So when you're ready to take flight, you're going to the... First of all, good morning, everyone. For everyone that's popping in, I thank you. I see my brother on there. I'm super proud of you. You are doing some big things. Just stay focused and stay committed. Hey, Stubbs, you're doing some awesome things in the community. And Vaughn Gilmore, thanks for joining me this morning. I just want to give you some motivation for today. Today is Forgiveness Fridays, and I don't know if you guys know, but I'm your forgiveness expert, and I'm going to continuously come to you on Friday to uplift you and to encourage you. So we're talking about, are you ready to take flight? When we go to the airport, there are some requirements. You have to check in. And when you're checking in, you have to go to baggage claim, right? There are 3 pieces of articles that you can check in. You have your check-in bag that you can take with you on the airport, which is your personal item, and you have one carry-on bag that you can have. So there's 2 bags that you can have, and then you check in your suitcase. And when you check in your suitcase, it can be about 50 pounds, and 50 pounds may not seem like a lot when you're trying to pack. And it's like, 50 pounds. But 50 pounds can add up really quickly when you're trying to stuff into your suitcase. So, and if you have 50 pounds or over, you're exceeding that limit. So now you got to pay extra. So, in life, we don't realize how our lives are just so much more similar to taking flight, going to the airport. I talk about forgiveness, and I talk about releasing things and letting them go. And that's one thing that you have to do in life as it relates to the airport. You have to check into life. Okay? When you're checking into life, you have to realize what things can go with you and what things cannot go with you. There's some things that a lot of people are holding on to, and it's prohibiting you from taking flight. And I can talk about that because I most definitely know about holding on to situations and problems and issues and not going to God and letting them go. Forgiveness is a very big part of our lives. It helps us go to the next level. And that's what I mean by taking flight. If you're not getting rid of all of that extra baggage, that stuff that you can't check into your flight, then you won't be able to soar and fly. And guess what? We all have different destinations that we want to reach in life. And sometimes we have to let go and get rid of some things so that we can reach that destination. So I just want to know, are you packing your bags heavy or are you packing them light? Because there are many places that we are destined to be, but because we are holding on to past hurts, past pain, this person did that to me, this person did this to me, or not even what a person did, what you allowed to happen in your life. And you know, I was sitting yesterday at the braiding salon getting my hair done, and I downloaded Spike Lee's new film or series that's on Netflix. And I really enjoyed it. It was kind of a bit too graphic for me, but you know, he has a lot of great information in his movies and things like that. So, you know, I dealt with that. And there was a particular scene that, you know, in life we sometimes think that we've let things go, and we might have let them go, but they're still in there somewhere. And some of you may know and some of you may not. I was incarcerated, and when I got arrested, I was on Minnesota Avenue across the street from the subway station. And I'm sharing this because I'm being transparent, because in transparency there is healing. So I'm never ashamed of what I've been through, because it made me a better person today. But in this particular scene, a young lady, she got arrested on the sidewalk and they put her in cuffs. And I'm sitting in this salon and I'm crying, and it didn't resonate with me till actually this morning. The reason that I was crying, that was me. And I felt as if it was a release for me. You know, that now that thing is out and I've let that out. You know, so many times, you know, I go around and, you know, I'm actually grateful for my incarceration, because I don't know if I would be sitting here giving this message to you if I hadn't been. But I don't think that I truly released that moment. Not the situation, but that moment. So in life, we have different situations and different moments that revolve around situations. And sometimes we forgiven a situation, but that particular moment, we haven't experienced that moment again. And I think that yesterday was truly a releasing moment for me when those tears came out. I felt that was a release. I felt that was me letting go some of my baggage so that I could be a better person, so that I could be more clear in my purpose. So, you know, when I'm talking about making sure that your luggage is clear, sometimes, you know, those surface things or the things that stick out to you most, you can ask for forgiveness for that, or you can forgive in those situations, or you can release yourself from that. But there are some other issues that may be deeper rooted within you that you have to do some work to get rid of, that you have to pray about. You have to seek God for that. And I just thank God for that moment yesterday. The lady asked me, she's like, is it something in your hair? I'm like, no, man, I'm sorry. This scene just made me cry. And that's another thing. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to show your emotions, because you just never know. And like I was saying the other day when I came on a live, and I said, know who you're assigned to, and don't be afraid to take the calling. And, God just gave me double confirmation yesterday about what it is that I'm doing, that the vulnerability, the openness, my just sharing my life with you guys, or sharing experiences. I've had 2 people tell me yesterday that something I said helped them move into their next arena in life. So today I am asking you, are you ready to move? Are you ready to implement the power of forgiveness in your life and take some of that stuff out of them bags so that you can begin to take flight again? Remember, there are several destinations that you are destined to go to. But guess what? If you're still at the airport and you're still in baggage claim and you have not packed lightly, you're not going to make it, because either you're going to be taxed, you're going to have to pay more, right? And so when you have to pay more, what does that mean? That means that you're going around and you're holding on to things and you're suppressing yourself and you're going around with all of these issues and you're trying to deal with other issues, and that's taxing on your spirit. So at the airport, they're going to tax you in money where you're going to have to pay more to get those things over. But in life, you're taxing your spirit. So you have to release those things and you have to let go. And, the reason I'm talking about these things is because I've been through them in my life. And the only way that I can share these things with you is because I'm learning to forgive. I have learned to release, and I have learned to let go. So the question that I'm going to end with today is, are you ready to take flight? Are you ready to check in life and make sure that you are carrying the right amount of luggage with you? Because even people can be luggage. Some people you have to let go in order to get into your next destination. In the past year or so in my life, the whole trajectory of my life has changed. And I looked around. At one point, I really didn't have people that I could go talk to, or friends, and sometimes God will strip all of that away from you if those people are not meant to be in your season. And that's what he did for me. And I looked around, I think it was last Sunday, I was at an event. There's a whole different group of people, of women entrepreneurs, of women authors, of women speakers in my life. And not only do these people uplift me and encourage me, but they speak into my life. And so that's one thing I want you guys to think about today as far as baggage. Are people in your life motivating you, or are people in your life talking negatively to you, or not giving you encouraging words? You need to check around in your circle and make sure that you are surrounded by the people that you're supposed to be surrounded with. Anybody that's giving you any negative thoughts, any negative feedback, or they always got something negative to say, if you have an idea and they're always shooting it down, 9 times out of 10, that's not the person that's supposed to be in your circle. So there are many things that you're going to need to be able to take flight. And one of those things is making sure that you pack right, so that you can get aboard, and so that you can take that flight, and so that you can get to whatever destination it is that you want to get to. You have all of the tools, and just like in the GPS system or the navigation system, they put their coordinates in so that plane can get to wherever it's supposed to be. You will do the same thing. And, sometimes in life, just like on the plane, there's turbulence. There's going to be some winds. There's going to be some knocking and some bumping. And in life, those are called challenges. And we're going to have those. But if you have a plan, just like the coordinates that's put into the aircraft, you will get to your destination. So I want to leave you with that. Are you ready for flight? And there are some other things that I just want to say briefly. You guys know I am your forgiveness expert. And if you want to reach me, it's www.KianaFBrown.com. www.KianaFBrown.com. And I am also booking speaking engagements for 2018. My calendar is open. There are a couple of engagements that I already have for 2018, but I would love to share with your community whatever it is that you feel that your community needs on the subject of forgiveness. Forgiving yourselves, forgiving others, moving on, being able to take flight, being able to get to your destination. The song that you hear in the background is really uplifting, and sometimes we have tools that are in our lives and we don't even know that they're there. God sends messages through other things. Like this song, Bag Lady, are you ready for flight? It's the holiday season, and I'm going to touch on a little bit of my business, Pooch Styles Pet Grooming, in the house. But with that, there are some gifts that you need to get. And this is a season that I know a lot of people are getting puppies and introducing new furry family members. And I want to let you know that there's a book that you can get. for all of those people who may not necessarily know how to take care of their pet, this is my first book. It's How to Care for the Pet I Love. And it just basically talks about taking care of your animals. A simple, simplified, easy way to do it. Easy to read. It's not a long book. It's very, very simple, easy to read. I wrote it so that a child could read it. And I wrote it so that it would be something small, something that wouldn't take a long time. And if this message truly blessed you, and you want somebody else to be blessed today, please share it. Please share this message. And last but not least, this is the second book that I'm in. It's The Momentous Journey, and we're breaking free. You know, we're breaking free from the bondage. And you can find those books on www.KianaFBrown.com. And I'm out because I got some furry family members waiting for me at Pooch Styles, and I got to get there so I can get grooming. But remember, make sure you're packing light so that you can get to your next destination. Are you ready for flight today? Please share this message, and I love you all, and I want you to have a blessed and happy Friday. Remember, today is Forgiveness Fridays. Let something go today. All right? And always remember that today is a stepping stone for a greater tomorrow. You guys have a blessed, awesome day. I love you in the Lord, and I will see you next Friday. # Forgiveness Fridays. Don't forget to share. Bye, guys.